Okay, we're back.
Yes, we are.
It's Older and Bolder 365. You've probably been wondering where we've been, but
Resting up.
we've been here with you all the time, resting up from our Portugal trip. We're back on the journey. We're back on the road again. And guess where we are? We're in a country right now that has such currency fluctuations, such volatile currency, that you just never know what it is day to day. And you stay with us, and we're going to tell you exactly where that is.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter where we are, because you know what we did, what we learned from Portugal? Less baggage is what, Liz?
Better.
Is better. Less is better.
Let's show you what we're doing, how we're
let me
traveling.
spin it around here, and you can see how we're traveling. I have my backpack and one bag, okay? And Liz has her backpack, her infamous backpack, and her one bag as well.
That's it.
So we've really, sorry for the camera work, we've really slimmed down
got a
the
bag.
bag. Because before, if you go back to our Portugal, we had those big bags. I mean, they're
The
big.
Go-Tex.
So if you're going there for maybe 3-4 months and you're making one stop, then that really works. But we have slimmed down on these, and we think we might have brought too much stuff here. But this is winter now. This is winter in the country we're in. So you stay with us, and we'll tell you
The
in the
high
next
today
segment.
will be 62.
Okay, and we're below the equator, so it's winter. We just came from Florida, where it was what, 100 degrees plus for the last few weeks.
We're here to cool down.
So we're here to get a little cool down. You stay with us here on Older and Bolder 365. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to show you around. Stay with us. We'll tell you where we are in just a minute.
Later.
Come back. Bye. Day one in the books for Older and Bolder 365 here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And what we're going to do is we're kind of laying here on the bed, and it's 9:08 here in the evening. We're actually 1 hour 1 hour difference. We're 1 hour up on East Coast Standard Time in the United States, or wherever the hell you are in the world. I'm not know what all the time zones are, but it's 9 o'clock here. We've had a full day. This is our first day. We landed in Buenos Aires at around 9:30 this morning, and we've been on the run ever since. So it's actually been a very full-packed day. But we wanted to tell you a little bit of our trip and quickly recap some things that we thought were kind of interesting. But to start off with is we wanted to tell you how we plan our trips, because we plan our trips by ourselves. We're self-directed. We're self-directed in our planning and so on. So what we did this time is the airlines, the major airlines, are starting to get very, what we call nickel and dime in their approach to passengers. And so they'll post these base prices that look real good, and then, they want you to pay extra if you want to get on first, if you have too many bags, if you want to... a
la carte.
Yeah, it's a la carte, as Liz says. If you want to sit next to your partner, spouse, girlfriend, whoever, boyfriend, you're going to pay extra for that. In our case, we elected to go with Delta at a great base price, but they wanted $150 each to select a seat ahead of check-in.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's $300. Right out of the gap. It sounds like, well, $300 is not a lot to sit. Well, some people, for $300, one, may not be able to afford it. Two, maybe they don't want to sit next to their spouse
$300 what it is here,
or whatever it is. But $300 goes a long way in Buenos Aires and a lot of parts of the world you may go to. So
they're paying 500 pesos to $1.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But so Liz and I discussed it and said, no, let's roll the dice on this, because I had read an article that you can, if you call right in at check-in, which is 24 hours before your flight, you can go on there and make your free seat selection and probably be able to get 2 seats together. So that's what we did. We decided to roll the dice for the $300.
Even if we didn't sit together.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Even if you don't sit together. Maybe some people don't want to sit together. I don't know. We tend to like to sit together.
We like to sit together, but, for a couple of hours.
Because we've never not. Yeah. So that's my pleasure. But for $300, we play this game, can we beat the competition? That's the game we play.
Right.
It's not for everybody. Some people are not going to like the anxiety. But for us, we're going to play the game. We'll let you know how that turned out. And let me tell you how it turned out. So 24 hours before, we're monitoring this, and right 24 hours, it was 6:48 the day before our flight, and the flight was at 6:48 the next day. They let you check in. And before we checked in, right then, they had already assigned us 2 seats together. So we beat the odds. We didn't have to pay the $300, and we got our 2 seats together.
Yep.
So that worked out very, very well.
Saved $300.
So we saved $300, put that in our pocket, and can use that on our trip. So we think that's very good. Now, I have to say, I am a member of Delta's frequent flyer, Delta Flies,
Sky Rewards
Club, whatever. And that might have something to do with them putting us together. I don't know if they did. They don't come out and say, we did you a favor. We don't know. The bottom line is we got what we wanted. We beat the competition. So the flight, Liz, tell us about how the flight went. Started, when the hell did it start? Yesterday, right? Yeah, started at 6:48 yesterday out of Tampa. Why don't you tell us how that went?
Out of Tampa, we were still sitting on the tarmac there for about an hour before we can get out because of the weather in Jacksonville.
It was actually the weather in Atlanta.
Oh, that was the first story.
Yeah. It was like bad weather between Jacksonville and Atlanta, and Jacksonville wouldn't release the planes.
Yeah. So we sat there for an hour before we actually took off. But we finally took off.
Yeah, and we had about a hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes window, and this is important now, a window to make our transfer in Atlanta to get on the next Delta plane coming to Buenos Aires in an international terminal. So horrible. So after losing at least an hour
more,
an hour, we finally take off out of Tampa, and our plane in Atlanta is supposed to take off at 10 p.m. We arrive in Atlanta at 9:30 p.m. We've got 30 minutes, and we're in the back of the aircraft. So, Liz, why don't you pick it up from there?
We got actually 20 minutes to get to the gate. Okay, we get off the plane. We're last on the plane. Get off. And now somehow our ticket said to go to Terminal A.
International, yeah.
International. So we rush down there. We get on
looking at the signs.
We get on those trams that take you to A, B, C, or D. So we get off at A. We're thinking, okay, where's the gate?
Yeah.
Can't find it. Finally, we see a pilot.
Looking at my watch. Yeah, I find a Delta pilot.
Bruce sees a Delta pilot, and he says, listen, this is A, and where's the international? We don't see it. And he goes, oh, no, you got to go down to...
Get on the tram. Go down to E.
Tram and
go down to E.
Get it back on there and get off at E.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. We're like, this is like... the Amazing Race.
Amazing Race.
It was crazy.
You've ever seen that?
Two
We're
old
running.
people
We got our
running.
backpacks. Which we'll show you.
Thank God that we didn't have the big
The
suitcase.
big ones. It would have been over.
We already checked it in Tampa, straight through to Buenos Aires, and that was all cool. But still, 2 old people. I mean, we're in good shape, but come on. We're running with our little backpack. Running. And believe me, I don't know how we did it. We made it.
I don't know how we made it. But we got there. We were the last 2 people on the flight to Buenos Aires. And the door was still open. She said, show us your passports. Hustled us down to the door. And then we got on the aircraft. I'm
wondering, do they let people know that we were on another plane?
They kind of know.
We never did really ask that.
They do kind of know. But we got on the plane.
Tell them about
But
Delta
we have to
wanted us to cancel.
Oh yeah, so we get this note on our Delta thing when we're still en route to get to
that
the.
It's been delayed. That our flight.
You can cancel, choose the flight tomorrow night. I'm not doing that. I mean, there's still time. So we made the right choice, hustled down there. And when we got there,
they probably thought 2 old people are not gonna make it.
But we did make it. We did make it. And hats off to this lady here. She hustled, man. She hustled. She had the backpack, and we didn't get there. So that was kind of funny.
Hey,
and
by
we were
walking
relieved.
and running, comes in handy.
Because that would have sucked. Because then we would have had to stay all night in Atlanta, either in the airport or get a hotel for $300 or $400. No, and they weren't going to pay for it because it was natural causes.
Yeah.
And so that would have sucked. I would have lost a night of non-refundable here in Buenos Aires. So you're looking at considerable expense. So it made it, and we did a good job. Congratulations, partner. So that was good. The flight itself, Liz, what do you think of the flight on Delta 101 to Buenos Aires? It was a 9-hour and 15-minute flight.
It was long. Packed.
Yeah, it was packed. I don't know. I swear, because I know the seats.
How do people go to Asia?
30 hours.
Oh my God. I mean, my butt was killing me after 9 hours, and I got up and walked the aisles.
Yeah, we did that.
But still, it was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, we get up and walk the aisles. We hydrated well. But those seats are only 18 inches wide. I looked at it. Delta gives that out. 18 inches wide. And you're like, I don't know how. We're not the biggest people in the world. I don't know how people sit in those that long.
Yeah.
I mean, my knees were right. Of course, the guy in front of me has to push his chair all the way back, and my knees are already there anyways.
Me, I'm short.
She has short legs.
They can pull the chair all the way back. I have plenty of leg space.
The flight went well. The food was pretty good, actually.
Food was pretty good. We got 2 meals. We got dinner and we got breakfast.
Yeah, the food was pretty good. The flight was smooth. It had good weather coming down.
Yep.
And we landed on time. No problems. So that was good. And then we get into the airport itself. The immigration line was pretty fast. It was about 30 minutes, but it's well directed, well signed. Mm-hmm. There was no crap going through immigration, and the customs area picked up our bags, and then we were ready to get our Uber, and we dialed up Uber. I had some problems with my Airlo. I have Airlo, which is a downloaded eSIM, which I've used one other time, which worked really good. And I had problems with that. Did we use your phone for the Uber? Yeah, no.
We used both phones because we both had MasterCards on our Uber.
And they said they expire.
They didn't seem to work. We had to use Visa cards.
Yeah.
So we both loaded our Visa cards.
And you have to know that right now in Argentina, their currency is so volatile. It has huge swings in comparison to the dollar.
Yeah.
And
good for us.
It jumps around, but for us, for our dollar, we're getting a lot of power out of our dollar down here, because as we're checking out, we were able to go to of all places, auto rental kiosk. Someone said, go over here and change your dollars. Yeah. They'll give you more than the official rate. The official rate at the bank was 345 pesos per dollar on this day. And it fluctuates, and we got 500 from the auto rental place.
So we went that
How that works, I don't know, but we got our money, and we got out of there, we got our Uber, and it was pouring outside.
Oh, yeah. Which you guys will see a video.
Yeah.
We'll attach it with this.
We've got some video we'll throw up, and it was pouring. The Uber guy did a nice job, but he was really driving fast, though. He was really
actually, the Uber driver was from Venezuela.
Yeah.
He's only been here.
Nice guy. Nice kid.
Not too long.
Yeah, nice kid.
Yeah.
And he got us down to our hotel down here at the Hilton, what they call the Curio Selection. We got a great deal on that coming in, and it's really nice.
We're in a little town called
San Telmo. Telmo.
San Telmo, which is in the center of everything.
SAN space TELMO.
Yeah, it's in the center of everything here.
Very nice.
We haven't seen too much because it was pouring rain, but finally stopped. We got out. We did a little video. We got a little nosh.
Right.
But tomorrow is going to be a better day. No rain, so you guys will see more video.
Yeah, and we met some nice people. In fact, we met a couple out of Texas. A mother and her daughter. The daughter lives in Tampa, all places.
She lives downtown Tampa,
right?
And she was traveling with her mother.
Yeah, and then this guy they were sitting there having some wine with, he was from Texas, and they met on their plane, and their plane actually out of Houston coming to Buenos Aires was turned around, had to go back, and they had to spend the night again in Houston. Yeah. What a mess they had.
Everybody has, just when you think your story is bad, there's always somebody else a worse story.
Flying these days is not for the ill of heart.
No, you can't be a sissy.
You can't, and you better have some flexibility.
Yeah.
Because anything can go wrong. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we've done some walking the streets. We're going to show you some film of what we've put together. It's a little hodgepodge, so we hope you enjoy it. But we're going to be putting out more as we spend more days here in Buenos Aires, or what we call BA.
Right.
BA.
Now remember, we put out raw stuff, so it's not perfect.
It's raw. It's raw and unfiltered.
Right.
So we hope you enjoy it. And then, you know what? We're going to be turning the lights out for the night so we can get some sleep. I don't know if we got any sleep last night or not.
Not really.
Yeah, but we feel energized, so it's all cool.
Hey, for two old people who haven't slept, yeah, we feel pretty good.
So, it's all good. One thing we do well is we solve problems. We've had some
hiccups, but we don't freak out.
Yeah, we've had some internet issues here and there, but we're working
some of the
those.
Internet is spotty.
And we've had a few credit card issues.
Yeah.
But one thing down here right now is always look to see what credit cards work best in the country you're going to.
Visa
in this case, Visa is the hot card. They're still taking their local currency, of course, but they will also take U.S. dollars.
Right.
So because they think that they may end up going that way here in the future elections. So very interesting, a lot of stuff going on down here, and we hope to bring more to you. That's it. And Liz goes, time to cut it off. So we're going to attach some film to this. Enjoy, and we'll see you in the next episode. Okay, we're outside the airport now, and there's Liz. Liz, the interpreter, translator here, and she is finding out where the Uber guys pick up. We're about to order an Uber guy, and it says the pickup is parking lot A1. So she's confirming that with this guy. I sent her over there on a mission to see if in fact where this pickup lot is, because you can't just stand here if the pickup lot is in A1. So we're gonna see what she finds out, if this guy kind of knows or not. Okay, Liz, what did you find out?
The Uber goes everywhere. I don't have to find a lot.
Okay, did you learn some information? So they come right in here, correct? They come in here for pickup, right?
Well, of course they come in here.
It's a little rainy here today, so somehow there was some problems with Liz's Uber thing, so we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it on mine. Okay, our current situation. We have the best Uber driver in Argentina. Viva Argentina! Buenos Aires! Messi! Maldonado. It is really pouring down rain here today, and our excellent Uber driver is doing a great job navigating this storm.
Yes. He said last night there was hail.
We're en route to our lodging, and we are in, where are we at, Liz?
Buenos Aires.
Argentina, Buenos Aires, Argentina, and it is really coming down bad here. So we're going from the airport.
It's not normal for all this rain, but he says it is winter.
Yeah, that's true. In the wintertime, you get more of a mixed bag of weather. But so we figured out at the airport, both of us had cards. They won't take the MasterCard at Uber here in Argentina. And so I had read that someplace, and I had my wrong card up, so I had to reload our Visa cards. We had to reload the Visa cards, and then it worked fine. So if you're going to use Uber down here, then you definitely want to have a Visa card, probably throughout Argentina. Now the cash fluctuation is really high. So the official rate is like 347, and we just hit a cambio, which was basically a auto rental place, and she sold it to us for 500 per $1 US. So right now, that's the update, and we're probably going to be inside most of today, but we've got a few things. I'm trying to get my Airlo to work, which I purchased a plan on Airlo for mobile data, and I've had trouble installing it even before we left the States. So we're going to give that a shot and see what happens. If not, I'm going to have to wrestle with them
and rest up
and do some rest up, because we haven't slept much in the night. Okay, older and bolder on the road, and here we are. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're in Buenos Aires, and this whole block, the lights just went out on us. What happened to you, Liz? You can't, it is so dark here. You can't even see your hand in front of your face, Liz. Can't even see Liz. Can you see it? It is so dark here. It's all out. All the lights are out. People are walking around. I don't know if you can hear me. They've got generators they fired up here. And this is just kind of wild. But this is what we do on Older and Bolder. We don't take the safe paths and journeys, do we?
We go down the dark streets.
We go down the dark streets. And you can hear the generators. Yeah, you can hear the generators on the supermarkets to keep the refrigeration going and so on. But it is really, really dark down here. So unfortunately, all the people in the apartments down there, all their lights are out. So we've broken into the light here a little bit, and we're going to head back up this way on the street. So we're just taking a little tour, because that's what we do here on Older and Bolder 365. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all our loyal followers and subscribers. And along we go. Oh yeah. And you can see back down the block how dark it is down there. Here comes the car. I got to get out of the way. There are a lot of vintage shops here.
Yeah.
You can see them.
Antique stores. Lots of them.
Yeah, all types of things. A lot of vintage clothes. We've had some good conversations with some people. Here's Liz.
Oh,
no.
My hair's gotten free.
Watch your step. And along we go. Just giving you some sights and sounds of the city. It's about 7 o'clock, but you have to remember, we're below. They're doing something cool in there. They're fixing it all up. Yeah, look at it all fixing it up. Yeah, these are apartments in here.
This is a club. It's a discotheque club. Patio, patio with cumbia down there.
Yeah. So we're just walking around. We're just giving you little sights and sounds of the city.
Less sound than me and you.
air. And here we go. We're just walking the streets a little bit, let you see some of the sights and sounds of everything. So we go up and down. Otago.
Ukraine food and Russian food.
Yeah. Haircuts. Meats. Get your
Markets. Eggs and beef.
They must have known that electrical work was going out. You know, down there, because maybe they called those emergency generators.
Why are these hair salons all open for men late?
Well, some guys get off work and go and get a haircut. So again, if you're joining us late, we're walking the streets of San Telmo in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Look at this little shop, plant shop.
Little shops.
And a cat.
Small businesses.
Cat and dog store.
Yeah. A lot of small businesses. People out on the streets here. The temperature, I'm not sure what it is.
It's about
but the rain stopped.
59.
Yeah, the rain stopped.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, it feels really good. There are a couple layers on. There it is. San Telmo right there. Love that. San Telmo.